Sounds on 29th would like to thank Hold Please Productions for their support.
Hi, everybody. I just moved to Denver, and there was a bearded guy that passed away, so I got the call. If the number of beards in Denver falls below a certain point, the governor will declare a state of emergency, so just doing my part. And I'm living in a currently gentrifying area of Denver, which is new to me. I've lived in gentrified neighborhoods, and I've lived in what I've heard called developing neighborhoods, which we who live there know is just the hood. I've lived in the hood. Like, is it gunshots or fireworks kind of hood? Like, I've definitely lived there, but I've never lived in a place where gentrification is just beginning to start. And it's Englewood, Colorado is where I live, which I've heard people call Englehood. And I have been told that that is not a gentrifying area at all. I beg to differ. 2 blocks from my house in Englehood is a massive yoga studio. Strike one. Now, across the street from that yoga studio is a holistic shop that sells healing crystals and spell books. Like Eye of Newt and Cauldron spell books, right? So I'd say the process has begun. But you know that it hasn't really taken hold yet, because right next door to the place that sells spell books in my neighborhood, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say while I was alive, is a custom auto painting shop that blasts mariachi music and Lil Wayne alternately. Full volume all day long. So we still got some hood in us. And comparatively, I went to a more heavily gentrified area of the city, and I went into a bicycle shop to get a spare tire, and I witnessed a long-haired dude named Taco dropping off his $1,200 hybrid bike for a tune-up to a hipster kid in a PBR shirt standing underneath a string of Tibetan prayer flags. Yeah! Which is the most cultural confusion that I have seen since the last time Kid Rock did literally anything. Yeah. So we're not quite to that level yet, but we are selling spell books, so it's coming. And I was given 2 pieces of advice recently about the new area that I live in. On the same day, the first piece of advice was, you have got to go to the Copper Pot and get bottomless mimosas on Sundays. It is so good. Okay, that's fair. A little Sex in the City for me, but mimosas are good. That's cool. And the second piece of advice I got was, yeah, you'll be fine down here, man. Just don't look any kids in the eye. What? Yeah, just don't make eye contact with any kids. They'll pop you. They'll shoot you for real. For looking at them. So you're telling me that I can go to a restaurant and listen to Modest Mouse while getting white girl wasted on bottomless mimosas, and then walk outside and stand the very real risk of being gunned down in the streets by homicidal teen gangbangers. This is my kind of town, guys. I'm home. Y'all hear about Becky? Couldn't hold her champagne. Talk smack in the streets. Buck, dirt nap. Don't come from a lovely brunch and start tripping. This is Englehood, kid. And, you know, gentrification is a complicated issue, and there's a lot of pros and cons to it. But one of the major downsides of gentrification is that it produces a lot of people that say things like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. You know those people? Yeah, I don't think they're spiritual. I think they're real good looking. If you're the kind of person that goes around saying things like that, you are extremely good looking, and you're probably not poor. Because the world won't put up with that kind of nonsense from ugly poor people, you know what I mean? Like, I can't go around namaste-ing everything. I'm broke and I've got man boobs. Nobody's putting up with that from me. But if you're good looking enough, then people aren't going to call you out because they're too busy pretending they know what namaste means, so that you'll keep talking to them. And that word literally means the soul in me recognizes the soul in you. Just say hi. That means the same thing. Hi. I'm me. There you are. Hi. Same exact thing. But when you say namaste, then the soul in me wants to slap the soul in you. But then I'm not spiritual. Guys, thank you so much for having me. I'm Kyle. Thank you very much.